Hello, I'm Scott Ford.
And I'm Pete Foley.
And we are Fuzzy Ghost, a games-making duo currently based in Brisbane, Queensland.
And we were in Camperdown in Sydney. We moved because we could not keep our company afloat if we didn't.
We were offered some funding from Queensland, and so we were kind of drawn to that.
Because the funding available in New South Wales at the time was absolutely not enough to finish our project that we're still working on now. We make usually queer-focused narrative games, somewhat experimental. We try to make it very personal, very specific.
And that leads us to our upcoming game, which is it's called Janet de Mornay is a Slumlord and a Witch. It's an escape room horror comedy about the horrors of being a renter in Sydney.
Set in a terrace house that we lived in for 7 years in Chippendale. So it's very, in some ways, very personal.
Yeah, and just the horrors of, it is horrible being a renter, and we're kind of just making a fun time of it. Which is, I guess, why we wanted to become game developers as well, which is to tell stories, and particularly stories of the places and people around us.
Yeah, we want to capture what we feel like we're not seeing. So the idea of making these little time capsules of, even if they're ridiculous and absurd, they're still time capsules with the sensibilities of who we are now, what we're going through now.
Sometimes when you release a game internationally, like our last game, people didn't know what ibises were, a lot of people.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're like, oh yeah, there's so much that's not shown in games, like ibises.
Ibis.
The ibis. And what do we like about Brisbane?
There's a lot of small teams working full-time on making really interesting, cool stuff.
Whereas in New South Wales, you kind of feel that everyone's working a 9-to-5 job, more hours usually, and doesn't have time to kind of work on their own stuff. Had the funding been available in New South Wales, we wouldn't have left, because as we said earlier, that's where the game is set.
I think the biggest thing for me is having seen how healthy and exciting the scenes are in Victoria and Queensland. There's no wheel that needs to be reinvented. All New South Wales needs is exactly what is already happening in the other two states. Indie is where the majority of game trends and horizons come from.
It's a space where people are much more receptive to idiosyncratic, strange, queer, offbeat kind of stories.
Was it my hat, Andrew?
In a way that they're not in other media at the moment.
Yeah, very receptive to new ideas and strange ideas and specific stories. They don't necessarily go in expecting it's not a Marvel movie, so I'm bored,
So hopefully by, in 5 years' time, we've met a few more people who can help us.
Just continue doing what we're doing. We don't really want to upscale hugely. We just want to keep telling our queer little nuggets.